Hi, I'm Diane and I'm the Chief Leadership Officer at Blueprint Leadership. And when I talk about mindset, and we're hearing a lot out in the news and just out in the general public about mindset. You think about mindset of a millionaire, or what's the mindset of an athlete or of a successful entrepreneur, or in our case, what is the mindset of a leader? But very few people are talking about where do mindsets originate. Really, mindsets come through the experiences that we have. And so based on those experiences, we have a lens. And the data points of our lens are just about the things that we have experienced. And so based on those experiences, the lens through which we look at the world, we form a set of beliefs. And those beliefs come from things like, what do we think about marriage and faithfulness? What do we think about money? What about work ethic or conflict? We have these categories of beliefs, and again, always stemming from experiences that we had. And let me share an example from the not too distant past. There was a time when people believed that the world was flat. Why did they believe the world was flat? Well, it's because all of the senses that they have, their sight, their hearing, the five senses, were indicating to them by experience that the world was flat. They didn't have any other data points. Then it's the same is true in how we develop our belief systems or mindsets. So there's a gal named Carol Leaf. She's a neuroscientist. And she has a concept that I really like, and it is, her name's Carol Leaf, and so she has this model of trees. And the trees are like, there's a green tree and a black tree, right? The green tree are thoughts that we have that stem from positive beliefs. And so in creating a green tree, we surround ourselves with people who put good nutrients into our soil so that the roots can take hold and we can grow strong root system and strong branches and produce fruit. And also in that green tree, we nurture our own soil by putting the right nutrients in around the roots for ourselves. We're responsible for that. In the black tree, which represents sort of death, there's no fruitfulness, there's no productivity, there's no success there, and that is a result of us putting toxins into the soil. And those toxins can come from the environment, they can come from the people we surround ourselves with, and it can come from ourselves, the thoughts that we generate ourselves. And so when they're critical and negative and complaining and whining about things, we are creating a bad soil. The other thing that creates bad soil for us is things like, carrying around unforgiveness or envy, regret, disappointment. All of those things are toxicity that we put into the soil that causes our fruitfulness to dry out. So what I want to challenge all of us to do today is think about what are the mindsets that we're carrying in the world, and especially as leaders, what are the mindsets that get transferred from our inner belief systems into our outer behaviors. And the best way to really challenge ourselves around our beliefs is to understand, what are the emotions that we're feeling, and when we're feeling those emotions, then what are the thoughts that contributed to that emotion, and then back it up one more place and say, where are those thoughts coming from? They're coming from a set of beliefs that we have, and to challenge ourselves around, are these the beliefs that we really want to hold? Because it's a choice. We can include extra data points, new data points that create a different mindset, which is the same way that we started to learn that the world is actually not flat, it's round. And we learned that because we were able to obtain additional data points. So I want to encourage you to really be thinking about what are the thoughts that you have, be mindful of that, and then how is that being transmitted into the world? Are you transmitting fruitfulness, or are you transmitting something less than fruitfulness? So last thing, I'd love for you to follow us. Again, I'm Diane Kukala. You can follow us on any of the social media channels under Blueprint Leadership, or hashtag Blueprint Leadership to get some of our back posts that give tips and tools for being a more effective leader. And then please just pass this along if you think it can benefit someone else, and continue to follow us for additional tips on being a blueprint leader.